Steve, what's your assessment of the performance and the result?
We were better in the second half than we were in the first half. I think that the change with Geordie didn't allow us to probably get into what we wanted to do. We changed formation, and I thought that was really, really difficult for them once we changed in the first half in mid-game. Then in the second half, when we could explain a little bit more about what we wanted, I thought we were better in the second half than we were in the first. We probably knew that they may have a little bit more of the ball than us, which has been unusual of late as we've had more of the ball. I think they're a dangerous team with some good players. We knew that. And as I said before, you know, if you can't win the game, then don't get beat. And you know, the spirit that the lads have shown probably lately for a little while now, that you know, not everything goes to plan all the time throughout a season, and we'll come out of the patch we're in, and then I'm sure we'll go back to winning a few games again, you know. But no one's trying harder than the lads, and you know, sometimes they'll do some things that are off script. We nearly did something again off script late in the game that gave them a chance, and it was sort of similar with how we gave Dagenham Redbridge their goal the other day. So we've just got to bear in mind that when it's not always perfect, you do have to have them moments where you dig in and you show your team spirit, and work hard for that break in the game. And they've done that. They have done that, you know. To a man, they did that, everybody.
And late on, there were chances as well. An appeal for a penalty as well. Joe Quigley taken out after the challenge.
Yeah.
How did you see it?
Well, I haven't looked it back, but when I first saw it, I thought it was a penalty. I haven't had time to look back at it, but I thought it was a penalty. But, you know, I'm not sure about the performance tonight of the referee. I was really disappointed with him on lots of occasions.
I'm not surprised you've said that. The one good thing that came out of it, the crowd seemed to be pretty annoyed by it as well, and that got the crowd going.
Yeah, we shouldn't really let it be. I know it's a cold, murky night and all of that business, but we shouldn't let, you know, something like that. Every time we go away from home, we come up against a partisan crowd. Doesn't matter how many's there, we come up against it. I've mentioned that before. When the crowd annoys you, do you see how our performance lifts? That's what happens. That's what happens. And you know, if we can get that, you know, we get some noise off of the south stand and the drums and that. We probably need to buy the drummer another set of arms, so as we can, when the ones get tired, he can put them on the side and put another set on and keep us going. So yeah, it is what it is, you know. But I think the support were good tonight, and we just need that. The lads need that at the moment. The lads need that, and yeah, that'll be a big help to me as well.
Jordan Moore-Taylor, as you said, was forced off. What's the issue there?
It looks like it might be his hip. He sort of went in on that. It come over on the right hand side, and he opened the pitch up. I actually thought when it came to him, I thought he was going to go back to Jed. Now I wish he had gone back to Jed. So yeah, and I just said to the boys in there that was tough when you lose your captain, who, you know, Jordan's been arguably one of our best players for the last 6 weeks, you know, so we don't want to lose him for too long. Hopefully it's not too bad, and we can get him back soon. But I also thought that when Ben Tozer went in there tonight, I thought he was excellent, Ben.
Yeah, really good experienced pro, isn't he?
Yeah, really, really good. Experienced pro, great lad, brilliant in the dressing room, always speaks sense, doesn't talk all emotional in the moments. He talks about facts, and you know, I suppose the bonus side of everything tonight is the lads are a tinge disappointed. And I just said to them, we've just gone top of the league. You know, you deserve a lot of credit for what you've done so far. And that group of players, where they've lifted this club from a year ago, my God, it has taken monumental efforts and sacrificing yourself for your teammates. They deserve a huge amount of credit. They're a great bunch of lads, honestly. You know, it's easy to say I love them when we win. You know, I love them. They're great.
Harry Cardwell really put himself about tonight. You wanted him to close down the Barnet keeper, and he did.
Well, it's not just the Barnet goalkeeper. Normally what happens is our number 9 has to make 2 runs when we're doing a press. So some of them 2 runs, they're like 40, 50, 60 metres, depending on where the goalkeeper is. And I thought Harry put in an incredible shift after being really, really poorly last week. Probably lost a little bit of weight as well. He would have been able to go longer cards, I believe, if he'd have been training last week. But I thought he was best suited for us starting the game. And I knew the substitutes would come into the game. Just how the game was and the formation that we'd gone to, I couldn't get Doidge on at the end, because it might have opened up the game and we might have lost it. And then all of a sudden, if we get beat tonight and we're second in the table and we've just been beaten at home by one of our rivals, or you pack the point and you get top of the league, excuse me.
Obviously, there were the odd chances towards the end of the game, but it wasn't a game of a great many chances.
Nope.
Did you feel that, you know, sort of the goal was coming as the game wore on?
I thought we had more chance of scoring when I was looking at the opportunities we had in the second half, and I thought they looked maybe more threatening in the first half with a goal. But you know, both teams up there, I thought, you know, put in some great blocks. I thought the one that we'd got down here, I thought that one was going to get over the line. It just didn't fall right for us. But on another day they might. So we just got to make sure that we keep looking for those opportunities and keep trying to win. You know, winning isn't everything, but trying to win is, and that's what we did try to do tonight.
Harvey Bunker, you brought into the team presumably to do a job in midfield predominantly, but you had to put him back into the defence as well. How useful to have his versatility.
Okay, so really strange tonight, because at the time it was did I pick him or Manny for that midfield role? That's perhaps how it would have looked. But I deliberately went with Harvey Bunker there because I did wonder at any stage if we did have to change to a 3. I had a player out there that was already playing without making a sub. So that was on my mind when I selected this team. But obviously I can't tell you guys that before it, because then what I'm doing is I'm telling every manager that we play against.
Still good to get an insight into your tactics, Steve. Thank you.
After the event is fine. You're welcome.